Thank you, Mr. President. This has been an interesting time in our society when we've been able to look back because of the recent protests about the injustice in our society. We've been looking back and taking a look at what has happened in our society to bring us to the point that we're in. And for the first time this year, in New York State, we celebrated Juneteenth, which was to celebrate the abolition of slaves in the United States, June 19th. But in New York State, the date that the slaves were freed was July 4th, 1827. So for the past 16 years, the members of the New York State branches of ASALH, the Association for the Study of Human Life and History, they've been celebrating Abolition Commemoration Day on July 4th. And they've done many things in my district and in districts throughout the state, Mr. President. I know they have come to Harlem and spoken to you about the importance of this legislation and to many other of our colleagues as well. And I'm glad that we're recognizing Abolition Commemoration Day as a day of commemoration in the state so that people can understand that, slavery has a deep, dark past. And we tend to think of just southern states as the slaveholder states. But there were many enslaved Africans in the South, but in 1703, more than 42% of households in New York City had slaves. So, and over time, the North became known as a better venue for those of us. But I want us to make sure we recognize that there is a history of slavery here and to recognize the freedom of our people in New York State. So I wanted to make sure I thanked the New York State branches of ASALH, specifically Miss Bessie Jackson. Bessie Jackson is 94 years young and speaks with amazing tenacity. She's ferocious, and she's been calling me every day since she's known me, but even before I got elected, to tell me how important this is. And being 94 years old, Ms. Jackson has seen a few things. She's seen a few things that I'm sure she hasn't liked. But today is the day that I hope that we can make Ms. Jackson proud and those other members of ASALH, such as Dina Robbins, one of my former high school teachers, and so many others, to finally say that we're recognizing the day that slaves became free in New York State is a momentous occasion, and I'm appreciative of the opportunity for us to mark that day of commemoration. But again, let's not rest on those laurels to just simply make a day of commemoration. Let us understand what the past was so that we're not doomed to repeat it in the future. I vote aye on this bill, Mr. President. Thank you for the opportunity.